Hello everyone, welcome to Tuesday Tuition, a Division E, F and H initiative. I am Toastmaster Meghashyam, Secretary of TCS Hyderabad Toastmasters Club. I am going to tell you how to make whiteboard videos which are trending these days in social media. Before we dive into how to make whiteboard videos, I have two important points which I think you all should keep in mind. The first one is to have the notes or an outline draft of whatever the points you want to convey to the people through your video, so that you have a clear structure, just like the speeches in Toastmasters meeting. And the second point is to visualize what kind of video are you trying to make, what element should be placed at what position of the screen, and what images will complement the point you're trying to make. So these 2 points you keep in mind. The first one is have an outline or a note or a draft, and the second is to have a clear idea of how your video should look like, and the position of the element, the time of the elements, and the are the videos, are the images and the points which you are trying to make are complement, if they are complementing each other or not. So I have opened the software here. The software which I am going to use to make these whiteboard videos is called Videoscribe, and uh, once you open the software, it asks for the registered email ID and password to log in. And if you don't have an account, and if you haven't already created it, you can create it using the create new account button. As you can see, I have already logged in. This is the screen which you will see once you log in, and the plus symbol here indicates that indicates if you want to start a new project. You just have to press the plus button, and you can start making the video. Or if you have already saved it, the saved projects will be shown here. Uh, let's just start by making the first video. So I'm clicking the press button, and once I click the press button, this is the screen which appears, and it has all the different options which you'll be using to make the video. So first things first, let's just look at all the options which are present here. The floppy symbol here is to save the project which you're currently working on, and this icon is to add an image to the canvas. There are some default images which are available already. You can use them, or you can add the image from your computer if you want to add your own custom image. And this icon here is to add text to the canvas. uh, and it basically, once you add the text, it basically the text will be written with a hand, the animation. And this is to add the charts, pie chart, and bar diagrams. And you can also add music tracks to the video which you are making, or you can add your own voice by recording it. And this icon here is to change the texture of the paper or background color. And this symbol here is to use a different hand. As you can see, there are different kinds of hands here, and pens for that matter. And to the right corner, you can see this preview play button. It means that it will play the whatever the elements you have added, whatever the video you have made so far, it will preview it. And this button here is to publish your video to online social media like Facebook, YouTube, or you can save it to your own computer in the form of video file or image file, uh, whatever option you choose. Uh, and the next important thing is the white strip here, which you see at the bottom. This is where all the elements will be shown in the sequence of in the order which you add them on the canvas. Uh, it will show you the thumbnail of the elements which you add. For example, let's just add a text here. Hello everyone. And you can choose the different fonts. By default it is basic, and if you want to use a different font, you just click the F button here and just import the font of your choice. And if you want a different color, you can use the color, and if you have the hex code of the color, you can directly enter it and it will automatically pick the color. For now I'm choosing green and I'll just confirm it. Once you confirm it, the text appears on the canvas. You can move around the text wherever you want the text to be on the canvas, and you can also vary the size of the font by clicking the buttons here on the text. And you can also rotate it using the this rotate button here, and you can also choose the duration for which that the text should appear. Here I have chosen here by default it is 3.5. You can reduce it to 2, and this option here is for properties. Once you click that, you have different options here. uh, you can edit the text here, or you can add shadows to the text, or you can choose a particular hand for this particular element, and how long the element should be paused once it is written on the canvas. And the transition is the time it takes to move to the different element. So let's just see how the video looks by clicking the preview button here. As you can see at the end of the video, it zoomed in. You can always deselect it here, zoom at the end, and now when you preview it is just stays there without zooming in. Another important feature is the camera position. Let's just say you want this text to be on the top of the screen here, and when you play it, it's just at the center of the screen again. To make sure that the text is at the top of the screen, you need to lock the camera position by clicking this camera button here with the tick mark. And now when you preview it, it is at the top of the screen. Now let's just add an image to uh, this in the current screen by clicking this button, and this icon here represents the history of the used images recently or in the past projects. And this symbol here is the base library, which has all the different default images which are already present, which the software already provides. Uh, in base library, the images are categorized, as you can see here, as the arrow marks, business or business icons, emoticons, individuals, people. So Right now I'll choose an image from the history which I had used earlier, and that's the image of the kid here. And I will place this image here, and I just want the image to be drawn in 2 seconds, and I want it to be at the left corner, so I'll lock the camera position there, and I preview it. So this is how it looks. This is how to use the camera position. Sometimes you want the video. Uh, Sometimes you want the images to just pop out, pop just to pop instead of the drawing. So in that case, you select the seconds to be 0, and it just pops up. For example, here I will just reduce it to 0, and let's just see how it looks. So that's how it looks when you reduce the duration to 0, and to move to the fresh area, all you just have to do is click and hold and move around, and I mean to pan to a different area, fresh, to start uh, to work on the new screen again. So here I add the text. Do you want to make videos like this? You need not worry about the case letter case here, because in basic by default it is caps, and once I have added the video, I want it to be only 2 seconds, and this is once this is done, I want it only for 0.5 seconds, and pause it for 1 second so that people can read, and then move to the different area of the canvas and add some more text to make storytelling videos with illustrations, and I will lock it, and I will reduce it to, or you can just click it here and just give 2 seconds and play. Or to add some more text like this, and I'm going to insert one more image, and select this particular arrow here, and I can resize the image like I can do with the alphabets and rotate it, and reduce the time to 2 seconds, and reduce the pause time and transition, and add one more image, probably this image of lady drawing on a canvas, and I will reduce it to 3 seconds. I, and to make sure this element is drawn at the end, you can move around here, move the element, you can multiple select all the elements and lock the camera position. If you want the image to just pop out, as I said earlier, just reduce the time to 0, and this is how it looks when the image just pops up. Then I moved again to the fresh area and I will add text, then join Tuesday tuitions. And I will not lock the camera position here because that's the only statement I intend to put it here. And moving on to the another section and add an image, add the logo or the image of your choice. I just click the add image and select the folder option which is present on the bottom corner. And once you click that, it appears, and you can choose the image from your uh, from your computer wherever it is located. And here I choose this logo of uh, division EFH logo, and once you select that image, it asks you uh, for the type in which it needs to be drawn. So you you need to be very careful when you're selecting here, because most of the times when the imported images, they might not uh, uh, they might not appear properly when you select the first 4 options. So it's better to choose either uh, this uh, either the second one in the second row and or the third one, and I'll choose this, and I will make sure that it is placed on the top of it and its camera position is locked. And when I play it, this is how it looks. And you can add text of different fonts. Here I use dancing script, presence, and then add Tuesday tuitions. I'll use basic for this, and I will place it here. And I'll add text again, learning from learning from each other. And I choose the dancing script again, and I move around. Since uh, since this is not basic, you need to be very careful about case sensitivity of the letters. And I will resize it, place it here, and I will reduce the duration. And as I said, control click, select all the elements, and you can lock the camera. And now when you play, you reduce. Not just these images, you can also this also has social media icons which you can use it. I'm sorry, social network. So you can use the different icons for each, and you can type YouTube, and you can choose a symbol, and you can place it wherever you think is right. And I'll place it here and reduce the time to 2 seconds, confirm it, and lock it. Adding the time and date, 09:30. And place it, and place it here. There's a trick I can tell you how to make the icons more appealing. How to make an animation effect out of the icons. So you can copy if you want to replicate this particular image, you can just copy it and paste it again. You can use these icons here, and once it is done, you can go to the options of this and select the outline. And for the second image which you have copied and pasted, you can select the morph option here. And morph is nothing but you create this particular image from the image from the image which you have already added in your video earlier. So as I have added YouTube earlier, and I select that and I confirm it. Make sure it is very small so that it is not at all visible. And now I'll just watch what happens. So So this happens because we didn't lock the camera position for uh, the timing details. So, so you can lock it and you can reduce this time to 0 so that it is almost invisible, so you need not show that we are actually drawing it. So this is how it looks. So probably if you want to add an of image of this person writing on a blackboard, and you want this image to be moved to here, then you can select the image and change. And in this option, you can select the outline of the image and copy paste it, move the image here and change it to solid color, full color. And as I said earlier, use the morph option, morph from the outline which I have selected and reduce it to 0, and we'll see how this happens. As you can see, we didn't lock the camera position, so it's kind of awkward. So you need to remember that you always have to lock it, and 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 it took a lot of time for this animation, so you can reduce it to probably 2 seconds, and let's just see how it works out. So this is how it works, and don't worry, this because this is the end of the thumbnail. This has appeared, or else it won't. And let's just move to the next section. Probably you can add contact us and the number, and, now you can see that the image, the outline image doesn't appear here. You can also use a different hand for each particular element. Probably if you want this image to be drawn using a different hand, you can choose any one of the categories, and you can just select it. It You can also select the different kinds of pens, or if you just want it instead of the image to be drawn, you can just move in. So for the images, instead of instead of drawing, if you want the images to move in, you can use the plain hands without any pens on without any pens. And that's about the hands. Let's just Let's just see how it looks. I'll use this for the image of, so this is a preview of how it looks. So once you confirm it, so this is how it looks as compared to this. So you can customize each element the way you want, and you can even make the image transparent so that if there is any text behind it, it can be visible. And you can also rotate the images. You can give the angle here, or if instead of drawing, if you just want it to be moved in, you can choose the direction from which the image should be moved in, from the right or the right top corner, or from the above or from the bottom, anywhere, from any direction you want. And so that's about adding the images and text and the transitions. And as you can see, uh, if you selected particular element, it shows the time the video takes till that particular element. So till here it is 28 seconds, and to the end of the thumbnail it is 1 minute and 8 seconds. So probably 6 seconds is not required here, so you can make it 2 seconds, and you can draw this image in 2 seconds. And the trick is to keep the video short, because the longer the video, the lesser uh, the attention given by the people, uh, by the viewers. So just make sure you're not giving extra time for small images, or less time for longer lines if in case. So make sure you don't write too much. uh, Make sure that you just put short sentences easy to be read. And uh, yeah, that's about the timings. And of course, yeah, music is very important, because these kind of videos doesn't look good without music. So once, if you want to add a music track, you can just click this music icon here, and you can select the default music tracks which are already available. So it again, it shows the timings here, the time of the music track. So if your video is 50 seconds, so you can choose this fairy bells. And these indicators, these little squares here are indicators that the loudness of the music. So if it is low, it's probably soothing. You can just preview. You can just listen to the music by pressing this button here. So if you want to select, you can just press this fairy bells button. And if the video is longer, and if your audio track is smaller, so you can just loop the audio. And if you want to change the audio, if you change your mind, or if you want to go to a different audio track, just click delete and choose another audio. And you can also adjust the volume. If you want the volume to be low, then you can just vary this and select it. And if you have your own audio, you can import it uh, from this folder button, just like in the image. Just like when you add images from the computer, you can add the audio from your own computer. Or if you want to explain it yourself, you can create the video and you can record it. So when you click the record button, the video is played from the beginning, and you can talk in the and you can talk as a voiceover. So I'm not going to record it now. So this is how these are the basic functionalities of uh, basic functionalities of this software. Uh, I'm sure I'm sure you will experiment on this, and uh, you can come up with your own ideas. Also, when you're working on multiple elements like this, and you are unable to concentrate on one particular uh, uh, on one particular element, then you can temporarily hide it from the editing tool by clicking this eye icon, icon of the eye which appears here. So half closed is it's not temporarily not shown in the edit mode. This is called edit mode. So so that is the eye option which appears here. And for example, like this, when I click it, it is not shown here, and when I click it again, it is shown. Uh, so that's about the eye icon here. Before we go any further on this, let's just have a quick recap. Uh, as I said earlier, you can enter the text here by clicking the T button, and if you want to insert an image, you can click the image button here and add the image, and you can uh, vary the time of the element here to by clicking here and entering the number, or by varying by clicking the plus or minus buttons. And to change the properties of the text, you just have to press this paper icon here, and you can choose the color, and you can choose the opacity. You can reduce the opacity of it or increase the opacity, and you can change the angle, and you can choose the alignment as well. I think I missed it last time, but you can change the alignments as well. And apart from that, you can in the image properties, you can either make it move in, or you can uh, you can make the image to be drawn on the canvas. And to replace the image, you just have to click this image icon here again, and it's replaced. Uh, and in the image section, of in the image properties, you can and this image is not the right image for the example. I will choose this image of the daisy drawing on the canvas, and I select the properties. You can either choose the outline, or the full color, or silhouette, or the grayscale. So it's up to your choice. So whatever you want, your whatever appeals you, or your audience, you can choose it. And so that's about the image properties. And And as I said, you can rotate it and you can vary the sizes of the image and the elements. And then if you want to add an image from the your computer, your own personal image, you just have to click the the folder icon here and choose it from your computer. And to and to animate the images, you need to replicate the image, and the former image should be put in the outline format. And it is it is recommended. If it is 0, it looks good, or else it is drawing something invisible to the viewer, so it kinds of turns off. It's not uh, that appealing. So and then the best the duplicate of the image, you can uh, you know uh, vary the size, and can just place it where you want it to be, and just press the play button, and it turns out to be a nice animation. um, you can even add spins to it. Say suppose you add 360-degree spin here, and it comes out in a nice animated fashion. And also to move the images, so you can do that as well. So quickly checking on the texture and paper color and background, you can use the texture like red or gray or anything, and you can choose the that was about background color, and you can choose the texture. So this kind of looks like a blackboard feel to the video. And vignette is uh, a soft blurriness around the corners. So you can experiment with it. I'm not going to go ahead with that. So that's about the basic things which you can try upon. Make sure you are saving. You keep pressing the save button every now and then, so that you don't lose it. And once you're done, you can publish. You can save the video by clicking this button here, publish your scribe video. So the first icon here, it it means it saves the video. It creates a video file and it saves it. So you can choose different formats: PNG, JPG, Windows WMV format, or QuickTime format, or AVI. It's up to you, whatever you choose, uh, and just give the name, appropriate name, and just save it. So it takes some time to create the video, and it depends upon the duration of the video as well. So that's about saving the video. Some So that's about saving the video. Uh, Also note that sometimes uh, the software might not respond depending upon your system configuration. So make sure you keep clicking the save button, and uh, also when it shows not responding, you can wait for a couple of seconds so that uh, so that it starts functioning again. So don't keep on clicking on it when it shows not responding. Uh, so those are the precautionary tips which I would like to give. And apart from these precautionary tips, my suggestion is to have an idea uh, of what makes the video look good, or you think creatively, uh, like what are the different attention grabbing openings, uh, or attention grabbing elements which you can add in the video. So those are the things. And as I said in the beginning, again, before you start creating the video, you need to have an outline or notes of the uh, points which you want to convey to the viewers through your video. So you can use this video uh, for different purposes. For example, uh, I started with a wedding invitation for a friend, and also as an video MOM, minutes of the meeting for Toastmasters Club. It totally depends. You can even use it to explain a particular topic or concept uh, in a fun manner, in a in a better visually appealing way. So that's about that's about it. Uh, so just this is a zoom out view of the canvas. So it zooms out up till you know one, and zooms in till 2500 percentage. So it's usually recommended to use it between 30 and 200%. And apart from this, you can change your default settings. Like the default transition time is 1 second. You can change it to 0.5 seconds, or it depends on the kind of videos which you frequently create, and uh, the frequency of uh, the transition time you use. So it all depends on that. So you can change on that, and uh, so that's about it. If you have any doubts, please message me, or you can call me up. I'll be more than happy to help you out with this. And one more important thing which I forgot to mention is, make sure you don't have any spelling mistakes in your video, because uh, you know there's no uh, there's no spell checker in this, as you can see. So make sure you don't have any grammatical errors as well. because that will uh, you know that will not uh, that won't be much appealing, even though the video is really good. uh, and hope you found this session very helpful, and I'm looking forward to you know looking forward to all the videos which you make using this software, Videoscribe. Thank you very much.